I've stopped using Instagram, and honestly, I don't regret it. I didn't understand how much it was affecting my life, and I can guarantee you that if you do the same thing, your life quality will be just so much better. Many people have the Instagram so they can text to their friends or talk to each other and see what they're doing, but the app is not designed for that. It's designed for you to see the short form content so you stay there longer and they can make more money. My story was that I used to be a really busy person because I was traveling a lot due to me living far from my school, and I was also working out nearly every day. So I had very little free time, but I still found time to scroll for 2 hours a day, and I was always feeling just so drained and with so much brain fog. When I was doing the work I was supposed to do, I needed to take more breaks, and I overall didn't feel really motivated to do anything. So I deleted it. And maybe you think that having an Instagram account and watching what other people are doing is okay, that you're just keeping up with the world and with your friends, and you're making something for yourself, like building friendship. What you're really doing, you're building a world in your phone, not life in a real world. What you see online is never real. We were not meant to be looking through a lens and making memories that way. We were meant to go outside. That's what gives us the real happiness. Maybe you think that you would be left out, maybe you have some group chats until the midnight, but ask yourself, would you enjoy more hanging out with them or texting to them until midnight? And if they're the kind of people that would stop talking to you just because you don't have an Instagram account, is the friendship really worth it and beneficial for you? Maybe you're feeling this social pressure. If you stop using it, the other people won't talk to you, but that's really not true. And with that comes building a real friendship in the real world that give you the quality of life you really need. Every time you go outside with someone and talk to them, you're bonding with them and not with your phone. I had this problem when I was constantly checking if I didn't get any new notification, if it was from my boyfriend or my friend. I found out that I wasn't really thrilled about the idea of talking to them, but of the idea that the phone vibrated and that somebody like texted me, and that's really not optimal for us because you're bonding with a machine. So you should focus more on offline friendships and building the real world around you, not the world in your phone. That's where a real happiness comes from. You won't tell to your kid how you spent 3 hours or even more scrolling on your phone and telling them what was trendy. No, you won't. You will rather tell them how you went on a trip with your friends, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, and how much fun you had. And with that, let me tell you how my life changed after I deleted Instagram and started living a real lifestyle. So the first thing was I had so much more energy. That's due to me having less brain fog and that my brain wasn't packed with new information, and I am also less stressed because when you have notifications on your phone, you always knew that if you open the phone, there will be something new, and your brain wants something new because it gives it dopamine. So your mind is constantly thinking about it because it knows that if you open it, you will get dopamine. But for me, that's not true because when I open my phone, I can see just the time, and this is a big difference for me because let's get half a year back when I would be always like with my phone, checking my phone, having it in the room, and right now sometimes I just go out with my boyfriend and he asks me, do you have a phone? I'm like, no, I don't. And it's like, okay, let's go. And I'm not stressed that I don't have it. Really, we were 30 kilometers on a bicycle ride and I didn't feel stressed at all. I'm just so glad that I did it, because right now I feel so much joy in my life, because you will start noticing all the small things around you and you will like thinking like, yes, I didn't focus on those things before because my brain was always packed with the new information that I really didn't need. And you will just be more focused when you're doing the work that you really need. Let's get to the last part, and that's how do I function, and how can you function even when you're someone that needs to have it installed. Maybe you're an influencer and so on. For me, I have my Instagram account and I use it like really when my friends like tells me, hey, there's something and you really should like read it. And with that, I can just open it through the Google and read the message. But the app on the Google is, they want you to download the Instagram. So it's not made for you to like scroll in it. It's like really hard to find the shorts and to click through them. So you are less tempted to do that. And if you really like need to have the Instagram on your phone, you can always download a distraction-free Instagram. This is not an ad, but for example, my boyfriend had it for the last 4 years. It's a good alternative if you can just delete the app. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.